Hello everyone, I just wanted to make a short little video about something that I found fun in the last dev server, and this rather shocked me. I spent around an hour and a half on stream just going through the dev server, and everything is, modern tank this, modern something that, and I'm just thinking, whatever, it's not like I'll ever actually unlock it. And then there was something a person in the chat pointed out to me saying like, hey, did you know that planes can now take off from ships? And I thought he was absolutely pulling my leg until he linked the Reddit post where a plane had taken off from the Graf Spee, the biggest German ship in the game. And for some reason, it is only available from the Graf Spee that planes can take off. But still, this is really interesting. I'm sure they're going to roll it out to all the other ships that have catapults or, any launch capabilities. But planes can now take off from ships that have the ability to. It's only the Graf Spee for now, but I reckon in the future they're going to roll it out to other planes. I don't know why for the dev server it was just this one ship. Hopefully all ships that have the capabilities to launch aircraft will have this ability too. But I find this really interesting and I think it may shake up naval battles a little bit. For those of you that don't know, if you try to fly a plane in naval RB, you are most likely going to get shot down before trying to attack an enemy ship with a torpedo or a bomb. Like, those AA gunners on boats are not messing about, and, if a ship is covered with like 500 machine guns, I can kind of understand why you're not going to get close to it. But with these new spotter planes that you can release now, you can release the aircraft and the AI just keeps it at that exact level flying. You can switch back and forth from the ship to the plane at will. You can use this either for scouting or for just tanking some AA fire for a bit. Or if you want to be really cheeky, you could try to go in for a bombing run. Because they carry little bombs in the dev server. I didn't try this in a multiplayer game, but in the test server, I was able to score hits on the ships. I was able to bomb a little PT boat and I dropped some bombs on one of the bigger ships in the testing range. You could also, I suppose, attempt to go for a cap point. Say if you're going in one direction and you notice that there's an empty cap point somewhere else, you can send your float plane and it will go fly in that direction. You continue fighting with the ship for a bit, and then in a few minutes go check up on the float plane. And if nobody's around or it hasn't been shot down, just take over the plane and guide it in, land it and steal a cap. I'm really excited to try this feature. I know it isn't going to change the way War Thunder as we know it, but I think it could be quite fun. There's one thing that maybe they could add to this if they want to, because some ships could only carry like one reconnaissance aircraft, some could carry 2, 3. I think there's a Japanese ship that carries 3 of them or even more planes. It looks like a mini aircraft carrier on the back of a cruiser. If Gaijin allowed you to send off multiple aircraft, that would be quite nice. Not exactly an air wing, but what I'm thinking of is in the War Thunder single player, you control the lead plane of a squad, and you have 3 teammates that fly with you. They do their best to follow you along. You can switch between any of those planes at will in the single player campaign within War Thunder. So, if they allowed ships to launch their aircraft, and if they got 2 or 3 aircraft, if you could launch all 3 ships, and they gave you the ability to switch between them at will, that could allow for a little bit of micromanagement, and maybe you could send off 3 recon planes in 3 completely different directions. Or maybe you'll try and concentrate all 3 going in one direction to scare an enemy ship player. Get them, they're busy looking at all the ground targets they can shoot, and now you're shaking up their gameplay a bit by them like, oh, why are my AA gunners firing? And then they're like, oh, now I've got to concentrate on my AA guns or try to maneuver defensively. Can't just keep going in a straight line. So, I look forward to seeing this feature rolled out to more ships, and I'm sure it will. And I look forward to trying out the new update when it goes live anyway. That's all for now, short little video, bye bye.